What's going on? Open Conversations family, OC gang. What's cracking with y'all today, man? What's cracking with y'all today? I am your host, Skeet Too Funny, and this is my co-host, Mr. Man. We are here to bring y'all a hell of a show today, man. We got some good shit lined up for y'all, man. But before we get into all of that, man, we just want to thank y'all for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, share it to all your platforms. I'm gonna do a giveaway at the end of the show, man. I'm just gonna pick a random supporter, and we're gonna give y'all some free shit, man. Mister, what's going on with you today, man?
Man, feeling good, man. Feeling good. Just heard a little bit of bad news since it's a Midwest thing. Rest in peace to Boss, the rapper Boss. Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear about it, man. I've been tuned out the last 2 days. I've been tuned in as far as like promotion wise and making sure people tune into this, but I've been tuned off for tuning into other shit. So
so exactly 2 days ago on the 11th, rapper Boss passed away, and I heard about it today. So shout out to her. I knew her personally. Okay. If you're a hip hop head like myself, met her years ago, and she sadly passed away. I don't even know why I saw it before the show. So shout out to her family and condolences to the rapper Boss. Other than that, I'm here, ready to pod, ready to get it going. Got a good one?
Yeah, definitely got a good one, man. Hey, so look, man, some shit happened to me yesterday, man. I want to get this off my chest before we even move forward and jump into this good ass interview, man. So I was at a hotel yesterday, right? Doing some work and shit. And they sell snacks in the front, and it's cash only. So I went, to buy some snacks and shit. I pulled my wallet out, set it on the counter, and ended up walking off without it. So the lady comes and finds like one of the guys I'm working with, and she's like, hey, the guy left his wallet, and we done been working there for a few days now. So she's kind of familiar with me. So she's like, you left your wallet or whatever. And she gives it to one of my coworkers to bring to me. So I'm like, man, I go through it. I see, everything is there. Then I notice like my Cash App card is missing. So I go back to the front. I'm like, hey, where's buddy at that gave you the wallet? She's like, oh, well, he took off walking. I'm like, yeah, okay. So when he come back, tell him to run my Cash App card. So she's like, Cash App card? I'm like, yeah, this motherfucker got my. She's like, are you sure? I said, ma'am, I don't. Hey, listen, where I'm from, you don't make accusations unless you got proof. Like I said, I don't go. No, I ain't. There was no other reason for me to take out my Cash App card other than when I thought y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, he miraculously gives her my Cash App card. He popped in the building and back out the building again. And when I walked past the front desk, she's like, I got your Cash App card. She was like, is everything cool? You don't want to hunt him down or nothing? I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I just want to talk to him. You feel me? I still want to talk to him. So, long story short, I end up running into him. I say, hey, man, look, you said you found my wallet on the floor. That ain't what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, girl ran the cameras back. I watched you take it off the counter. So he was like, well, oh, no, why do I said, bro, we ain't got to go through the lies. I watched you take it off the counter. Finish. He was like, but I ain't take nothing. I said, nigga, you took my Cash App card. And then you brought it back to her like you found it on the ground. Right. He was like, man, I said, let me see your phone. Let me see your gallery, bro. You ain't take no pictures of my shit. I said, keep it a buck. You ain't take no pictures of my cards or nothing like that, did you? He like, hell no. So I'm like, I bet. I said, bro, I could have came around here and got active on your ass, but I chose not to. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I said, really, you need to respect life, bro. Like, everybody get fucked up from time to time, but you don't come through no fuck ups by keep doing dumb shit that karma will come back on you, right? Let me give you an example of teaching the nigga a lesson. So I go to the car. I grab a little sack of weed. Now, mind you, when I went to the car, let me run it back. As I'm walking to the car, I done called the police. So I call the police. I tell them what happened. I get them a description of him. I go to my car. Nigga, I grab a sack of weed. I walk up to him like a peace treaty. Hey, man, everything good. No harm, no foul, bro. I'm just letting you know you shouldn't be stealing from no motherfuckers, right? So we go back to work. 10 minutes later, police got this nigga upside down, feet in the air. God damn it. All over the car. Guess what's on the car? The little 3.5. Bitch, quit.
Wait, what?
Quit fucking stealing, bitch.
Is that premeditated karma?
Yeah, this is intentional. Quit stealing, nigga. Like, live right, bro. Like, live right. You don't gotta steal from nobody. I said, bro, you could have just took my wallet and handed it to the lady. And you know what I'm saying? I told the nigga, matter of fact, yeah, you're right. I kept my cool. I actually told him, like, hey, bro, I'm trying to change my life. If I wasn't on this path, we would be real active right now. Like, it wouldn't even be no talking. So, you know, long story short, when he seen me and I'm laughing, he automatically knew what it was. He like, man, no, that's his, bro. You stole from me. Like, what I look like giving you some weed and you know what I'm saying? The police was like, you don't have to say nothing, sir. We already got it. The clerk showed us the video camera of him taking your wallet. I said, boom, double jeopardy, bitch. Now you got a new weed case and you're a thief, nigga. Congratulations.
And the Cash App card is like the worst card to steal. Everybody get instant notifications, text messages, the app. Like, that's the worst thing to steal in the whole
card don't lock and all that shit. Card don't lock. Like, you went right past the credit. You went right past all the real shit and took the worst card you could find in my fucking wallet.
Exactly.
So
that is dirty work.
Yeah. So it was like premeditated karma. I made it happen faster than what it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you know what, bitch, you ain't taking long enough. You taking too long to get here. I need you here now. You know what I'm saying? So I Ubered karma on to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, even in these drive-thrus, they be doing all kind of stuff. You got to watch these folks. That's why I appreciate when you at least go through the drive-thru and they kind of reach the little machine out the window or whatever, make you tap or insert or whatever. I appreciate them people because when they be taking your card and they be fiddling around and shit, I get super nervous.
I act like I don't even have a card. Hey, especially if I see you at the drive-thru and you on your phone. Hey, you ain't got no tap?
Yeah,
you gonna have to hang up the phone, big dog, or go on break or something, because I ain't finna hand you my shit, man.
It's scandalous, man.
I'm not finna hand you my shit, man. But listen, man, other than that, man, we might as well do what we came to do today, man. We got a Midwest, I'm gonna call him a Midwest legend, man, because when you start doing shit in your neighborhood, when you start reconstructing your neighborhood, bringing your people up, grabbing people from your city and putting them in position to do what they was destined to do with their life and putting them on different paths, maybe paths that they didn't see, you a philanthropist in my eyes, man. Mr. Eric Washington, he did produce plays in productions like Maggie. That's a video and a stage play series. Life Sucks. That's a stage play. What Happened to Love is a stage play. Family Secret, stage play. Kids Covered, Turkey Day, A Christmas Carol in the Hood, Till Toxic Do Us Part. Welcome to Haughville, which is what we came to talk about today. You got Uncle Frank's Family, which is a web series. Her Sculpture and Wait Maggie, and both of them is movies. So my man, and he raps. He's put out hot records, man. He's taken over the Midwest, man. He sold out shows here in Atlanta with his stage plays, man, which was probably one of the first places he came outside of the city. So without further ado, man, we are bringing to y'all Mr. Eric Washington, man. Mr. Eric Washington.
That's love.
Did you like that one?
I like that.
I got in my Steve Harvey bag with the intro. You feel me? Like
you had research. Well, you ran down there in production. That took me back down memory lane. I like that.
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. You are Mr. has done this. This is my platform. This is my very first actual interview. So you making history on my platform with me. You feel me?
Let's go. I like that.
This is my very first interview I did. I've been doing homework for 2 weeks. Ask Mr. I've been doing homework and watching videos, and damn Maggie.
That's
like
hard. I like that.
I had to go back and pull shit up, man. So man, let the people know who you are, man. and what we're here to do. We got a number of questions for you, but I'm going to let you give yourself a slight introduction.
For sure. Hey, my name is Eric Washington, man. As my guy Skeet already told y'all, my whole rundown, what I do, entrepreneur, playwright, director, actor, artist, humanitarian, you know what I mean? Like care for my neighborhood, son, brother, you know what I mean? All of that good stuff, man. I'm here to kick it with my guy, Mr. and my guy Skeet, man. I'm anxious, you know what I mean, to get into it because I'm happy to be here with y'all. Like, you feel me? Like when I first was you know what I mean, like looking for places to go to, when y'all reached out, it was so much love, man. And then the flyers start rolling in and the promos start rolling in. I've never experienced that. Like I've always experienced podcasts. They say like, we got Eric Washington coming up. And they may post that like Monday and then that's it. Like y'all been going hard every day. I feel like I was somebody. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey y'all, tap in, man. Atlanta, well, they got one.
Yeah.
We'll show that.
Right.
That's what's up.
Facts. Hey, so what we gonna do real quick, man? We gonna play a snippet of your work. We gonna play a cover all to Welcome to Haughville real quick, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna get the interview rolling.
Hey, Les. Crack. Ice cream trucks. Murder. Money. Drama. Family. Black love. Just a few things you can find around these parts. Some people hate driving through my section, because the same place that I walk through, jog through, and hang in is the same place where countless people have died, been arrested. When I was younger, a wise man once told me, stay in that hood too long, you end up dead or in the cell. That nigga was a fucking crackhead, so who gives a fuck what he said? Yeah, I love it here. If you grew up here, you would too.
Okay, I've been working. Hey, hello, Haughville. No, I love you. All the memories. Okay, I ain't perfect, but hello, Haughville.
Very nice. But hold on, Steve. We got.
Oh, my bad.
Before you run down the questions, I gotta ask who we dealing with, because he got so many personas. And are we talking to Eric, Mr. Washington, Weeze, Mr. 401k? We got, who is this interview? Who we interviewing? I don't know, because there's different people. There's levels to this shit now.
Hey, it really depends on the question. Depending on the question of who you gonna get, depending on the question. You feel me?
Because I want to talk to Weeze. He can talk to Mr. 401k and the rest of them niggas. I want to talk to the rapper.
I'm right here.
Go ahead, Skeet.
All right, so Mr. 401k.
Let's get it.
Me being from Indianapolis, for those that don't know, he's from Indianapolis. Me being from Indianapolis and roaming the West Side, I've heard stories about the 401k situation, but I don't know the real story from the horse's mouth. So how'd you come up with that name, and what part does that play in your whole career?
So the 401k, I had a job, I want to say like back in 2005. And it was my first time being introduced to a 401k. And I learned early on how to manipulate it, like how to change the investments, the contributions, the investing in small cap, mid cap, large cap, where most people don't know that. Like most people just know that with a 401k, you put money in, your employer put money in, and the money sits. But if you don't change your contributions and actually invest those funds, you don't make squat, because it's in the guaranteed fund, which only yields about like 0.0026% each year. So on a $10,000, 401k, you seeing little to no return. So I learned if you invest that money in the small cap, mid cap, change your contributions, change your investment rates, you can make some for real money, legit money. So I want to say prior to me like cashing my 401k in, I had about $400,000 in it, because I had just learned how to manipulate the 401k. So my name from 2005, after learning that, I was full of myself. And I'm like, I went from only putting $2,000 in there to seeing 20. So I'm like, yeah, Mr. 401k, that's me. You know what I mean? You got any questions? I can answer those. You need help? I got you. So that name stuck with me back in 2005, and I've just been keeping it since then. So when Instagram jumped off, my first Instagram name was Mr. 401k 05. That page is still out there, but I don't have the password or nothing. I don't know how to recover it. So the new page is 09, because that's when I made the new page. So that's how my name just stuck with where it was.
Well, I don't think I want to talk Weez anymore. I think yeah.
You change your perspective on some of that.
A little bit. 400,000 will change you up a little bit.
Listen, that's almost half. That's almost half a ticket.
Exactly. Wow, did we lose him that fast? That 400,000 just knocked him off the screen. Is that some shit? Ain't that about a bitch? Okay. Well,
maybe
let's see if we can bring him down.
Let's see if we can bring him back.
Y'all
give us a second, man. While y'all at it, make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that share button, do all of the above, comment, let us know you in the chat.
I don't know. You're gonna have to log back in. We also got a George Gooding backstage. Mr. Skeet, do you know who that is?
George Gooding. Nah.
Let's find out. Mr. George, welcome to the show.
What's up, man? Yeah, y'all don't know me, but y'all just seen a video of Welcome to Haughville. I was the one in that video.
Yeah. I was about to say, it looked like the guy that was playing that role.
Yeah, that's me.
I see.
Yeah, I'm in my car right now. But yeah, Eric's my brother and also my director. I'm part of I'm in all his plays, all his movies, everything. I'm there. I see this man every day.
I'm back, y'all. My fault.
Oh, you good? You good? You good? We the Mexican brother. You feel me?
When you get to talking 400,000, your phone is likely to act up. I'm just saying. It's likely to
that motherfucker said system reads overload.
All right, so welcome, Mr. George. He was in that scene. Awesome. So it's reeking of Midwestern here. I'm from Michigan, as you know, and my hometown is about 3 hours from Indianapolis. A little small city called a small city called Benton Harbor. I don't know if you heard of it, but
Benton Harbor.
Yeah, a lot of people from my hometown in Michigan resort to places like Indianapolis, and I'm sure that they have been to Haughville. So yeah, go ahead, Skeet.
Skeet. So all right, what do you prefer? Writing, directing, or acting?
Right. For me, writing is hands down like my escape from everything, man. Whether it be writing a song or a poem or just writing something a production, like anything that gets me to putting my fingers to the keypad or the pen to the paper is always gonna be my go-to, because when I'm writing, it's a vulnerable state. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just me. It's real intimate. It's just me, my thoughts, and a goal. And to see the words come out on the paper, and then after I get done writing, to see people read it and be like, "Damn, this is good," or listen to it and like, "Damn, this is a hit." There's no better feeling like on my end. Like acting is cool because people love seeing me act sometimes. I'd rather be a director. I want to see me empower people to do great. You feel me? So yeah, definitely writing, then directing, then acting.
Okay, all right. I seen some people I recognize, like Nate Russ. Now he's funny as shit. Yeah. So to see him playing a straight role that had little to no comedy and still see him put a comedic twist on that, like how did you meet him and how did y'all end up collaborating?
So Nate probably been with me longer than anybody on my team. Nate was actually, me and him connected with Maggie One. So when I did Maggie One, Nate was the comedian that covered the intermission. Like he reached out like, "Hey, let me do the intermission." I said, "Bet." So that's when he first started doing comedy. So my show was his first time doing a stand-up comedy. And it just so happened that after that, we started moving in and making it make sense. And he started moving with me. So I like every show, like the next show I had was Life Sucks. He was one of the main characters in that. And he took a break for a little bit. He came back and did Uncle Frank's Family, and we've been tied in ever since, man.
So let me ask you this. Like when you're flushing these ideas out, how do you get people to really commit? Do you give them the whole script, or you just pitch what your idea is? Like, it seems like the people are really committed to doing what you're doing. So how do you get them to see the whole picture and commit to the whole project?
I would say it's my passion. Not saying arrogant like that, but just like when I discuss like my next move with people, God has blessed me with an abundance of ambition. So when people see my ambition and then they hear my passion and they see my vision, it's like from there it's hands down. And I treat my people right too. Like I treat them right. Like I make sure I don't treat my people any kind of way. I give them lunch when I got lunch. I let them make the money out the stage plays. I don't really care about the money. Like I put them first over everything. You know what I mean? I treat them like family. I bring them to the house. We go to my house or my Duke's house. I barbecue. Chop it up with them. They can talk to me about life lessons. They talk to me about their, issues. I just pour into them. So when I pour into people, they just automatically see like you destined for something, and I respect you, and then you respect me, and let's get it together.
So the question on the screen says, how did you get your start, and how did you realize that you had hits on your hands?
I got my start. Well, so it's different levels to my start, right? I want to say originally my start, like when I first started loving music, was back way back when. I don't know how old y'all are, but way back when they used to do Hot 100 at the beginning or end of the year. And they would count down the top 100 hits. And we would literally be glued to 96.3, and we would have these tape cassettes where you can record over the tape cassettes. If you put paper in them, you can record on tape cassettes. So we would record the whole 100 songs, listen to them back, write them down. And at this point, I think Twista was one of the hottest out there. And
Kamikaze,
like Nas, Jay-Z, like the lineup was tough. Eminem was just now starting to drop. So it was like the lineup was so tough, you couldn't help but want to be a rapper. Like you heard these people, you're like, man, I want to do that. That's crazy. So that's what started me in the music. And then Michael Jackson, you know what I mean? That's what made me want to do music and arts, you know what I'm saying? And then my start to actually doing it and actually making it make sense was like 2016. I had started really getting into it. Actually, it was 2012. 2012, the music scene in Indianapolis was crazy. Like Lil Billy.
Wait, hold on. You went from the 90s to 2012. What you was doing in between?
So in between, I was just a youngster.
You spending that $400,000.
Sell it. Like I wasn't even there yet. Like from the 90s, I was still a youngster. So I was jumping off the porch, doing illegal stuff, doing like just making it make sense on my end as far as that's concerned. And then I went from there to really jumping into music 2012 because the city was booming. Like everybody was, I'm talking about this when Jiggalate dropped and Jimmy dropped On My Mama and the music scene. I'm like, I need to get some of that. I'm better than them. Let me get some of that. I didn't do too well. When I first jumped off 2012. So 2016, fast forward 2016, I dropped Maggie, which was a music video. So I just did research. 2016, I did research, got my money up. I did research, and then in 2016, I dropped Maggie, which was a music video. And people were so nosy, they kept saying, what is Maggie? What is Maggie? So it created this buzz that when the first video dropped, it went viral. Hundreds of thousands of views on Facebook. So I'm like, this is crazy. So I did part 2, hundreds of thousands of views. Part 3, hundreds of thousands of views. I'm like, this is bananas. And my cousin was joking, like, we should make this a stage play. In the comments of one of them, I'm like, I'm about to. 1,000 people commented. I'm like, that looked like money. So that transitioned over to me writing. So that's like all my starts come from just putting my feet to the ground and trying to make it make sense. And it just one thing led to the next and the next and the next. And now I'm here.
Wow. So usually like people have a big background, like the Tupacs of the world. They went to art schools and special high schools and stuff like that. It doesn't sound like you really did that. And you kind of picked up on this stuff pretty quick.
None of it. And what's crazy is now I'm being offered teaching jobs. Like I got this year in itself, I'm teaching
Blacklight Theater. I'm teaching an acting class at Blacklight Theater with TJ. I'm also teaching Actors Cafe with TJ. I'm teaching a class for Deborah Asante for her institution. And I'm also an ARTI at IUPUI. Those are all 4 opportunities that came to me because they saw it in me and how great I was at acting and directing. So they all basically like, we want you. I haven't taken the class, not one single class on acting or nothing. They just
that's crazy.
A blessing.
So I did some research. We're gonna get a little in depth here.
Let's get it.
Your nephew. You lost him. He was 7 years old.
Yeah.
What part did that play in how you grieved, and like what was your grieving process as far as like in your creativity space after like his passing, and how did you implement that into, you know what I'm saying, making your craft into perfecting your craft?
Yeah, hey.
Take your time.
To the point where, damn, Skeet, I didn't know you was gonna hit me with that.
Hey, my bad, man. My bad, man.
I ain't good. So so when it come to him, man, like it was tough. You feel me? It was real tough. Because it happened at a point where I was like maximum, like just killing it. You know what I mean? Maggie had dropped. The buzz was crazy. I couldn't even walk in the grocery store without people buying my groceries or buying my shoes or putting money in my pockets, and they believe in me, keep going, asking for autographs. So like at the height of what I felt was the height, because I didn't know I was gonna get here. What I felt was the height of me getting that Naptown stardom. I lost him, and it was tough. It was tough because my whole life has been me, my mother, and my sister. The entire time, like my whole entire life, no matter who came and went, it's always been me, my mother, and my sister. So this is my sister's kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like this is my baby. So it was so tough to navigate because my mother is big on God, Christianity. So she always raised us in the God-fearing home. My sister and me followed, but my sister was the big sis, so she was the OG, but I was like the little big brother. You feel me? So when they needed something, it's like I felt like it was on me. Like I'm the man of the house, regardless of my stepbrothers and all that, but it's me. So when it hit, I never got a chance. Like still to this day, I've never got a chance to grieve. Like sometimes I just sit and cry. You know what I mean? Out of nowhere. Like to myself, of course. Like when I'm at home, like not around them.
Survivor's remorse.
And I cry because it's like
survivor's remorse, right?
Yeah. And it's like I never got a chance to grieve him because when that happened, I kicked right into big brother, you know what I mean, son mode. Like, what y'all need me to do? Where y'all need me at? Because it affects y'all more than it affects me, is what I put in my mind. Like, hey, he was my nephew, but he was your kid. He was my nephew, but he was your grandkid. So what y'all need me to do? You know what I mean? Like, where y'all need me at? So I sucked up all the grief, you know what I mean? Like the grief and everything in me. And I stepped in I'm here for y'all. And I never got to grieve about it. So like, instead of me actually grieving, I just started writing even more, like pen to the pad, because his favorite song was Maggie. And in the video that I made of him, it was him in the car reciting the words. You feel me? And that, like even when I watch that, I tear up because it's like, it's so many people who should have been here to watch me do this. And of all people, I just wish he was one. Because out of all my nieces and nephews, he was in tune. Like he thought he was me. So it was like, that motivated me to just put more behind the pen and take it more serious and to keep going. So that's where motivation came from that. That was a good question, Skeet. For real, man. That's crazy.
Wow.
Hey man, I'm telling you, listen, I've learned to take this shit serious. When I researched your work, I said, damn, like I know that this platform could go in front of a live audience if I dedicate everything I got into what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? So I did like just going through your portfolio and your I'm gonna use a big word, your discography. You feel me? I was like, you know what? I gotta step the bar up. You know what I'm saying? And I want this to be something memorable to you as well as me, as far as me jumping off the porch into into a new field of being a journalist. You feel me?
Yeah, you killing it, boy. I've been doing podcast interviews, radio interviews, TV interviews since literally 2015, 16. I've never been asked that question. Not one day has anybody ever asked me, let's talk about your nephew to Pat. Brought him up, nothing. Like, never. This is the first time this ever come up. First time I've ever even shed a tear on the podcast, anything, bro. Yeah, y'all doing great, bro. I love it.
Appreciate it.
Wow.
So, speaking on that one, what's up, Smoke? Hey, man, listen, y'all. This is my guy, Smoke, in the building, man.
What up, Smoke?
No.
What's going on, y'all? So, while we got you there, I know you said that put you in, writer's mode, and it put you in sort of like a father, like a protector's mode.
Yeah.
Besides, that, what keeps you inspired to keep writing?
My mother, man. I'm getting old, you feel me? So mortality is heavy on my mind. And as my mother gets older and I get older, I come to the realization like she ain't gonna be here forever. You get me?
Yeah.
So what pushes me, like even on days I feel like I don't do this no more. Like I just want to just chill, take my little money I got, live a comfortable life, buy SUV, buy all 3 cars, the truck, like the big boy truck for the family truck, the Corvette for me, and keep my little unders for when I'm driving around town, drop top, get a nice big house and just live. And every time I get to that, I feel selfish. And I'm like, my mama gave her whole life to take care of me. She gave her whole life to raise me. She gave up being able to go to Vegas and Cali and New Orleans and take girls trips. And she worked 2-3 jobs when necessary to make sure I had clothes and shoes and wasn't, getting made fun of. And like she gave everything for me her entire life. Well into my 30s, she was still, whatever you need, son. I support, I'm here. So
right.
for me, it's like, I just want her to see it, man. And she's proud of me. She sees it, but I want her to actually see it. Like Grammy night, Emmy night, red carpets, flying her out to see her son that she's been at every theater, from the small theater to the big theater to the small. She's been at every show, from the, the ghetto to the nice to the classy. I want her to be on those stages when it's like millions know who I am, and everywhere she goes, they say, "You Eric Wash." I'm so I want her to be able to witness that everything that she did and everything that I am is because of her. So that way she can like pass comfortably, knowing like I left a mark on this world through raising somebody who left a mark on this world. So that's my ultimate goal, man. So that's it for me. Like that inspires me to never stop.
It's funny you say that. Our last podcast, we was having a nice open conversation, and the topic came up about catches and who was the catch. And you said you were inspired by your mother, and I can kind of tell my psychic powers are kicking in. You don't have any kids.
I do.
You do have kids.
I have 4.
How many kids do you have?
4.
You got 4 kids? Okay. And have you ever been married? Have you ever been married?
I have not.
Never been married.
Nope.
You got 4 kids. And we were trying to figure out, like, in certain scenarios, who's the catch and who wasn't the catch, So I just found that interesting. I was like, oh, this guy's the catch too. So yeah, ladies out there, Mr. Washington is a catch.
All right, yeah, definitely, man. And we, just to let your mom know, is she Mrs. Washington?
Yeah.
Okay, just to let you know, Mrs. Washington, when you see this, we appreciate you for putting such a piece of art on this earth to allow us to enjoy and endure what he's putting out there. And some of this stuff makes our life better. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people like Damn Maggie, that whole Maggie series, bro. I literally just went back and watched that shit, bro. I had to type it in. You got to type it in on Facebook because the shit just don't pop up like that no more.
Hashtag
you got to go and literally type that shit in under your page and find it. Like, that's how far back it is. It's like, nigga, I think like 2015.
16.
Yeah. So, your first showdown show is Indianapolis, right?
First showdown show.
What theater was that?
That was actually the Walker building.
The Walker. Madam C.J. Walker.
Building. Yeah, I was the first person in the city to do a stage play there and sell out the theater.
Damn.
Wow.
So that's all right. So we coming from the same place as Mike Epps, right?
Yep.
So for you not to be doing a stand-up comedy, but and not to have a major name like Mike Epps, and you're selling out the same venues he's selling out, that has to ring somewhere high on your gold chart. Like, you know, when they got that, when they doing the fundraiser and they got the red and then it gets up to the green, like they gotta,
Sure.
that has to be high up on your meter as far as like accomplishments and being able to say like you're definitely a GOAT in a great product of your environment of where you came from.
For sure.
Right.
I rep Haughville everywhere, man. I don't speak to me being a GOAT or nothing like that, because I let my people do that. You feel me? I feel like when you're to a level or you're grinding or you get into it, like, yeah, take a second to acknowledge your accomplishments, but don't get complacent by considering yourself something that is a title other people need to give you. Like, I can always call myself like I'm a GOAT, I'm this, I'm that, but it's not as satisfying when I say it versus when people who know me or catch wind of me say like, bro, you him. I'm like, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? And it keeps me going. You feel me? I let it feed me versus feeding into my ego. So.
Got another question in the comments. Have you or would you ever collab with any celebs like Tyler Perry?
I have not, but it's definitely on the list of goals. I don't know if Tyler Perry's on my list. I would love to work with him, work for him, all of that. But I'm a writer-director, so on my list are my favorite actors. You know,
Yeah.
Like, I want the Angela Bassett, I want the Will Smith, I want the Jamie Foxx, Forrest Whitaker, Denzel Washington. I want these people before they go. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get there ASAP, so I can get them before they go. Like my mother, like, you know what I mean? Like I wanted Michael Jackson. You feel me? I wanted, you know what I mean? Whitney Houston. Like these stars ain't gonna be around for long. I want them before they go, bro. Like I want a project with them in it. Like John Singleton, I envy that man for having all these great actors in something that he had. You know what I mean? Spike Lee got a chance to work with all these great actors when they was kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to work with these people and immediately. Like so that's my goal, like to work with people like of that stature. I haven't got a chance to yet, but when I get there, I'm on that. That's my goal.
John Singleton, he passed, right?
Yeah, he passed, man.
Okay, all right. So it's crazy because you kind of, I don't know if we're telepathic or what, but I was gonna ask you. So John Singleton blazed the path for turning rappers, taking hip hop and putting them into Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing the same thing. So knowing that, and not really comparing yourself to John Singleton, but like, you know, seeing that you said like, you know, you envy him as far as like inspiration, what part did he play like in inspiring you and in your life?
None is what's crazy. Honestly, like I said, like I haven't done enough homework on the game because I'm a person who I'm head down. Like head down, let's get to it. Like I'm a walk the path that's already paved for me. I don't take time to research too much on who paved the path. I just know John Singleton because some of his early work, he had the younger actors, and then most recently, Snowfall was hands down one of my favorite.
Amazing.
Franklin.
Snowfall and what him and Damson Idris did, man, that literally is one of my favorites, like hands down up there, like up there.
Amazing.
It's one of the ones that I was mad when so Power was up there first, and then we started doing like book 2, and I'm like, I checked out.
Isn't it weird that the past 5 years we've got some of the best television that we've ever seen?
Facts. That's all facts,
Snowfall,
bro.
Atlanta, Power, even the Empires, even though it fizzled out at the end, but Empire was the shit in the beginning. Remember that?
But listen, you said Atlanta. They don't know about Atlanta, bro. They sleep on Atlanta so much, bro. Atlanta was
amazing.
Atlanta was a bot, bro. That was some of the best acting and story. The storyline was crazy, bro. They slept on that, bro.
A lot of people didn't catch that storyline in Atlanta, though.
Do you think there's a difference between black writing and white writing?
Hell yeah. I feel like, and this is where I'm gonna probably make some people mad. I feel like,
go ahead, give us our moment.
White writing has more of an imagination to it, because white writers.
What my sound effects there?
White writers typically base their writing off of things that they've had the time to put together and make and wonder and ponder and come from nowhere with it. Black writing is typically from stuff that we've seen, stuff that we've had inspiration from, stuff that affected us, and it's like we have a natural born duty to make sure that people understand Black history and Black ethics and Black culture and all that. So when we write, it's more passion. It's more, you got to see this to believe it. It's more, look at this story. It's more about us and about what we come up with. And white writing is more like, I wonder if that tree was to be a different tree, how it would go through life. And it's a whole story about that. So I feel like white writing has more imagination to it, and black writing has more passion and purpose and hurt and experience inside of it on that end, in my opinion.
Hey, let's get some hand claps. Let's get some hand claps.
That was good. That was definitely good. My wife watch a lot of content, whether it's every streaming platform you can think of, and sometimes I tune out, and she looks at me crazy, like, we need to support this, and I'm just like, it's just not good enough writing. I can't do it, And then unfortunately, sometimes it's black writing. I'm just like, we got to do better. There's a distinction between white writing and black writing a lot of the time, especially when white people can get away with writing black content.
Exactly.
And nobody bats an eye. So yeah.
Well, I think a lot of that writing from, like he said, it's an imagination. So like when white writers, write like hood movies, that's literally based on how they really see the hood from their eyes.
Or the glimpse they got, and then the rest is a what if. So it's like, we sit down with a white writer, we're like, hey, listen, this is what happened in the hood. They're like, ooh, but what if it didn't? What if instead of him doing this, he did that? And to black writers, it's like, there's no way I'm changing that. This has to happen like this, because this is how it happens. We like the imagination of saying, ooh, that would be crazy if that happened, because we so rooted in the let's keep it real. But sometimes that waters your writing down, because even Welcome to Haughville, it's a million Welcome to Haughvilles. I got that out there to build my brand, but when my writing, bro, like my pen is, I can cross over both. Like I got a whole production called Her Sculpture, and it's not what my demographic would love to watch, because it's a love story, and the way that it's written is, you wouldn't tell it's a black writer. But if I was to get to Hollywood, I guarantee it would eat, like the numbers would be crazy. But it's just because you have to have that imagination behind it as well, and not just that, they gonna love this because it's hood shit. You know what I mean? You gotta have that. I need to write something that separates me from just this mentality of this is enough. It's not enough. You got to go further. Wow.
Question on the screen says, what are you currently working on now, and how does it differ from some of your earlier and previous projects?
Oh, before you answer that, right? We can get him a small clip real quick.
Let's get it.
We're gonna get him. This is gonna be a clip from episode 1 of Welcome to Haughville, which is what we on the show for. What you working on right now?
There we go.
Fuck up, hey? You really think I'm stupid, huh?
Wait, chill. What the fuck?
Shut the fuck up!
Chill.
Y'all, you know what really pisses me off? Everybody knows how intelligent I am. But motherfuckers still try to play me like I'm fucking stupid.
I didn't try to play you. I really got robbed.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this then. If you really was on Hovey and 2 cars blocked you in, why the fuck you didn't just swerve? Hovey ain't no one-way street, motherfucker.
Because...
Shut the fuck up! These are rhetorical questions, meaning you do not...
Holy shit.
If you was really on Hovey, why the fuck you didn't just swerve? That motherfucker ain't no dead end.
All right. So this is the portion where we have a lot of questions, right? Go ahead, Skeet.
I don't know if you wanted to answer the second part of that question that was on the screen because they asked what was you working on.
Yeah, I'll answer real quick. So basically, the projects I'm working on right now are Welcome to Haughville Season 2. Because that Welcome to Haughville Season 1 was filmed like 3 years ago. It was already filmed. We just now starting to drop it. I'm working on Welcome to Haughville Season 2, Her Sculpture the movie, Maggie the movie, Maggie the stage play, Till Toxic the stage play and tour coming to Indianapolis, Atlanta, and Houston. I got a production this Sunday, which is the Maggie. And then I'm also working on Uncle Frank's Family, which is a TV series. And then my last album, which is going to be me saying goodbye to music so I can focus on the art as far as productions are concerned. And they differ because now I'm more well-versed. I'm learning so much. So my director's bag, my writing bag, my actor's bag, my bag is crazy right now. And I'm in it. I'm in it heavy. So back then I was just starting. I had some money. I was a young guy. I had some money. I'm like, let's make it make sense. Now I got direction. I got a sense of understanding. I got a purpose. I got a bag that I'm in. So that's what makes it different is my motivation.
Nice.
Bet. Let's get a round of applause on that.
Definitely deserve.
Definitely. We're gonna drop some roses in the chat, man. I'm gonna give you roses real quick, man. Just listening to your work, your art, man, it's like you're comparable to Slick Rick,
Storyteller,
Rakim, Eric B. It's like, bro, the way you tell these stories and the way you literally, you can know it if you bring yourself to the play. Like, it's like, fuck. Why he ain't just finish it out right there in the way you could fit? Like, 2 weeks worth of shit in about 3 minutes and 30 seconds is fucking crazy.
That's love.
Like, I mean, funerals, motherfuckers getting shot, people coming up missing. This shit's happening in 3 minutes, man. Like, y'all really have to tune in to the Welcome to Haughville series. Like, if this is only 3 minutes of shit, like, you get on there and you catch 32 minutes of some shit, man. This shit is crazy, man.
That's love.
It's definitely crazy, man. We just want to give you some flyers, man. But December 10th. That date, how was that date special to you? So I'm gonna tell you what day it is. That was the day that you did your first show outside of Indianapolis and sold it out.
December 10th, Atlanta.
Yeah.
I was thinking 11. I don't know why I'm thinking 11.
So he was like, is that one of my kids' birthday? I didn't forget the day. No, they was the Sagittarius. That's all I know.
So how did that feel, man? To know that like what you had actually reached outside of your city limits.
It was surreal. It was surreal, man. And it was the 9th. That's why I didn't catch it. It was the 9th that we did.
It's the 9th? Okay. The 9th. My bad.
Nah, but that's still cool though. So or it might have been the 10th. I don't know. But listen, it was surreal, right? Because here's what's crazy. Yeah, it was the 9th. It was the 9th. So here's what's crazy.
My Duke's got it.
I was scared. I'm talking about scared as hell because in my city, I'm the man. Like every show sold out. I ain't got to worry about if I walk on stage and I see 10 people or 100 people. I know what's going to be in that crowd when as soon as those curtains open. I know when I'm coming out on stage too. But Atlanta, I'm in uncharted territory. It's my first show out of town. I'm gonna go out of town and get like 10 people. The video's I'm gonna get laughed at. Like, dang, he went out of town and didn't have nobody to come with him. I guess he ain't as big as I thought he was. So all this stuff is messing up in my mind because like with social media and you growing your brand, the perception is everything. You have to look like exactly what people perceive you to be because if not, it's all bad. So I'm like, okay. So stop being scared. I said, let's do it. And then getting there, I said, man, we're gonna make it make sense. So the ticket sales were sold out. Like the show was sold out. So I'm like, That blew my mind. Then we got there, everything was cool. I'm like, bet. So when I came from backstage, when I was backstage, people start trickling in. And my guy, like, I'm like, bro, how's looking out there? He like, it's ugly. It's 15 people out there, bro. I'm like, ah. So I got discouraged. I'm like, you know what? It don't matter. Whether it's 10 or 20, we going to put a show on. By the time I hit the stage, because I was in the first scene, I played Uncle Frank. I hit the stage, bro. By the time I hit the stage, I looked at it and there was hundreds of people. I said, yeah, this is it. This is it. And there was a fire from there, bro. And now it's like letting the kid drive for the first time and him getting his license. Should have never did that. It's all bad. Like I'm literally, I got the formula now. I'm everywhere. You can't scare me from going anywhere, bro. I'm staying in Atlanta. Atlanta about to be the home. I'm coming to Atlanta so strong. I'm going to open up a whole entertainment company strictly based in Atlanta, bro.
Damn.
That's it. Yeah, I'm coming to Atlanta that heavy, bro. I'm in Atlanta heavy, bro. That's how I'm going to be in Atlanta. And then from there, we doing Houston and Michigan, Houston and Michigan, and we everywhere, bro. But Atlanta, the love y'all showed me, man, I'm in Atlanta heavy, bro. I can't wait to come back.
Man, listen, if you need somebody to stand beside Nate, just give me a call. You know what I'm saying? You got a role I can play in. If you need me to audition, if I need to pitch my tape, just let me know.
We up.
For real.
I'm not Atlanta cast. I'm not. When I get there, the first thing I'm doing when I get there is I'm actually holding the casting call just to get actors on the roster. So I'm getting there. I'm gonna do a casting call. I'm gonna do a stage play immediately with only Atlanta actors, not only but people who based in Atlanta. And I'm doing the casting call, and I'm literally like all Atlanta. We're gonna make it make sense as I touch down.
So what's the difference between writing a script and a play, or are they the same?
It's the same. So it's the script is just like a basis for whatever. But it's a difference between writing the script for a movie and writing a script for a stage play. That's the major difference, because with the stage play, you have to keep in mind limitations. So what can I get on this stage? What can I do with this stage? Like I can't write a scene where two people driving in a Ferrari doing 80 miles an hour because
you're on stage.
You know what I mean? But in a movie, I can write what I want to. You know what I mean? So like that's the difference between the writing. You can be way more creative with a movie than you can a stage play. You can still get creative, but it's like the budget has to be crazy for you to get the stage play to match the writing of a movie.
Wow. Okay. And what also as far as that, because this is your cup of tea, what were your thoughts on the Color Purple adaptation?
No disrespect to anybody that's doing stuff like that, but I hate remakes. When you have something a part of Black culture that's staying so strong that it needs, don't touch it. Don't touch it. So I didn't go see it. I'm not going to. If they remake, set it off like they say they're gonna do, I'm not going to see that either. Don't touch.
That's it. Hey, that's what you say. That's a historic landmark. Do not touch it.
Don't touch the classics, bro. Don't touch the classics.
Well, I don't know. I think it depends. It depends on what it is. I think if they did, because there's been talk about New Jack City for years, and I think it's some real traction behind it. There's some emotion behind it, where I guess it's a new generation, or maybe Nino Brown had a kid. I wouldn't want to see that. But it's got to be good writing.
It's gonna take
and you just can't turn everything into a fucking musical.
A certain type of actors, it's gonna have to be the right actors and the right writers
and directors.
Period.
It can't be something like New Jack City. If you're gonna spin it off to some kids, to offspring, that shit has to be. We ain't talking about growing up hip hop lit. We're not talking about Romeo and Bow Wow and the rest of the Simmons kids lit. We talking about Lil Meech, BMF, like this shit has to be nothing. 50 need to get on it. Like at this point,
I don't even
nobody else.
John Singleton or don't touch it at all, bro. Like for something like New Jack City, something that's like one of our first tastings, just like really gangster, like niggas not care, bro. You gotta step, bro, because those flicks were ahead of their time, bro. like that, like those, like flicks like that, like Paid in Full, like bro, stuff like that. You can't, not with these new, like, because what you gonna do? Put the main character in skinny jeans? We not respecting that, bro. Them was for real. Them was for real gangsters, bro. That's like trying to redo Goodfellas. You can't redo Goodfellas, bro.
Nah,
no,
you can't
that's
touch
Scorsese. You can't touch nothing,
bro.
Scorsese.
You can't touch that cash, bro. So for stuff like that, I'm cool with New Jack City. That's cool. But for stuff that's like, like Color Purple was our first sight into a bunch of stuff happening at once, bro. From us attacking ourselves, inequality around the world, and just a good vibe for us to really attach. Like, how do you beat a cast of Oprah, Whoopi Goldberg, like
the list goes on, bro. Like,
and then turn it into a musical at that? Y'all disrespectful. Don't. When they said musical, I said The Color Purple. Nah,
So speaking of that, you know, and I'm gonna get one of my questions off. Sorry, Skeet.
go ahead, do your
Everything
thing.
these days is all universe. You got Marvel universe, you got the DCE, you got this universe, the Power universe. Blah, blah, blah. The days, do you have to plan for that in your head? Like, this has to be a universal universal type of scheme as far as like Welcome to Haughville, or is it just like one thing at a time? Or how far are you thinking as far as the universe is concerned, like everybody is on?
I consider things as they've always been, right? Before cars, there were horses. Before they used horses to ride, there was walking. So everybody adapted to what was provided when they felt the need to. I don't want to be one of those. I'm gonna stay in my lane. And if the universe is what's hot right now, then I'm going to get in where I fit in, and I'm going to make it unhot. I'm not going to make myself succumb to, well, all, movies are out. Now you got to make it a series and stretch it over and drop it as a sitcom on Netflix.
Right. I want to hit Trail Story.
I'm going to keep grinding and putting my feet to the pavement, and everything that I do is going to hit the way it's supposed to hit. And I'm gonna just pray and tell God, is me and you. So let's get to it. Right. And they either gonna respect me, and I'm gonna get where I'm supposed to be at, and I'm gonna make everything that they saying is obsolete hot again, or they gonna laugh at me until it's no longer funny because I run everything.
Right. That's facts.
Yeah.
Wow. Another question on the screen says, how much of Welcome to Haughville is based on fictionalized true events?
All of it.
You don't have to answer this question.
so
these are props.
So without going too far into it, I just want to say I am for sure from Haughville, born and raised, and I for sure know everything about who did what at what time. And I would be careless if I allowed my want of stardom and success to cloud my judgment so much that I use true stories to depict or show out, because this is stuff that I'm attached to. So this isn't me. If I was to take real stories, I'm gonna hurt Grandma Luck. I'm gonna hurt
generation
that I'm attached to.
Yes.
Just for me to bring their children's death up in a way that's displayed carelessly on the screen. So as far as how much is fictionalized, all of it. But as far as how much of it have I actually seen with my own two eyes, like what have I truly seen with my own two eyes? What have I witnessed? What have I gone through? All of it. So yes, it's completely true. I've seen, I've been in, I've had to, I've done, I've watched. But everything in this series is a made up story from my past experiences. No names are legit. No, because I don't want to open up those wounds of our neighborhood without getting the right clearance on that first. So I am going to talk about Haughville itself. That'll be a whole different thing attached to. But this is just bringing light to Haughville so we can say, hey, what's going on over in Haughville? And I can say, oh, you don't know? here's a documentary coming soon where these parents and these grandparents sit down and talk about, I lost my grandson, I lost my mother, I lost my, but also we built, we grew, we knew we were the reason why. So it's going to be the positive and negative all together documentary. But right now I'm giving entertainment to draw people to me.
That's what's up.
I love it. I love it. You got another one, mister, or you want me to shoot?
I got plenty. Go ahead.
All right. Let's see. Who is Maggie?
A fictitious character. But she's your sister, she's your auntie, she's your cousin, she's any female that's been in your life. Because Maggie is a woman who had a good head on her shoulders from day one and allowed the world and worldly possessions and money motivation and her friends in her ear to guide her down the road where she chose the wrong person and ended up in a tough situation. And she's not just a female. She's you. She's me. Yeah. She's Mister. She's our cousins, our brothers. How many times have you had a situation and if you married her, now, but how many you had that person that just wasn't right for you and everybody told you don't do it and you did it anyway and you ended up dealing with, I mean, whatever you dealt with from that. So she's everybody.
So is Maggie an acronym? Does it stand for the actual letters? Does it stand for something?
Nope. It was just Maggie was a name that came to mind when I started making the
I ain't never met no girl named Maggie. I'm sorry. I haven't. So I was like, who is this? A white girl? I ain't never met no Maggie. I don't know.
And I don't even know where I got Maggie from, to be honest.
Man, I went back and I looked at that and I was like, damn, Maggie went from schoolgirl to front door, back door. Like, she just kept finding herself in situations where it was like, damn, Maggie.
Yeah, that's why I thought, damn, Maggie. We're all innocent until we're not. Like, when we're kids, bro, we play with everybody. We go outside, we have fun, we think everybody's perfect. We don't know anything about anything until somebody puts your boots on.
Yeah. Facts.
So we talked about Maggie. Hold on. Go ahead. Let's talk about Weeze. Who is Weeze? Because it seems like he's the initial thought. Nicknames mean something, and they're very powerful in all our hoods that we come from, no matter where you're from. That nickname means something, whether somebody gave it to you, you came up, you woke up one day and you gave yourself a name, but everybody's name means something. So who is Weeze to you?
So to me, Weeze was a name. It was actually E-Weeze. My name is Eric, and my brother Juan and my brother JP, they stayed next door to me at Miss Manciola house, and they called me E-Weeze. So they, what's up, E-Weeze? And my brother Dan, they always E-Weeze, E-Weeze, E-Weeze. So it stuck. So when I started doing music, of course, going by E-Weeze. The issue was there was already somebody in the city named E-Weeze who was doing music as well. So I remember Twitter was hot or something, man, and he already had a name. You know what I mean? Like, I was jumping off the porch, he had a name. And he started saying stuff like, I'm the real E-Weeze. Now, mind you, I'm really a street nigga. So I'm with that all that beefing on the internet stuff. You know what I mean? Like, we don't even doing that. So to even keep from going, because my people like, bro, who is this, bro? Will, you know what I mean? I'm like, nah, we not on that, y'all. Like, this, I gotta be separate from that because this is music. So I changed it to just Weeze. But then when you just type Weeze, you get Weezy, Lil Wayne. So I just added It's. Because every song I came on, I'm like, hey, it's Weeze. So I just made my whole name It's Weeze. And who he is to me is he is the foundation to me, man. Like, from the fun-loving little boy who his friends call E-Weeze to the entrepreneur, like AIW Entertainment. A.S. Weeze is like, he's like my foundation. Like, he's a constant remembrance or a constant reminder. Like, don't forget where you came from. Don't forget what molded you and helped you get to where you are. That's what Weeze means to me.
Right. So you talked about earlier how your mother inspired you in the actual episode. Mm-hmm. You're depicted as having a major father figure. So was that something that you were missing that made you kind of color that in? Am I picking up on something? Explain that.
So inadvertently, when I was writing, what I found about my writing is sometimes it's my subconscious talking to me. I've always wanted my father to be something that was like a leader in my life that helped me and gave me the guidance. So with writing, it just made sense. Like at first it was like, Mama going to be a queen pen. You know what I mean? I'm going to make Mama a queen pen. But then I started thinking about how heavy in church she is. I'm like, man, she'll kill me if I come in her and be like, Mama, look, so in this TV series, Vanessa's a gangster. She sell cocaine. You know what I mean? She gonna be like, boy, is you crazy? Pastor don't see that. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll just write it to where it's what I always wanted. You know what I mean? A father that would have taught me the game, and not even the game, but just life in itself. You feel what I'm saying? Which is why that car scene, not to give out too much, in the car scene, he's like, what did I teach you? And I'm like, money over bitch. I'm like, nah, what did I teach you? Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like, those are lessons I wish I would have learned head on from him, because I learned those myself from me bumping my head, man. And it hurt. Every time I learned one of those lessons that he was telling us in the car, it hurt me to not know it prior to. And I feel like if my father would have been there to teach me those things, I would have knew what time it was. I would have been way more prepared for the heartbreak and heartache. It wouldn't have hurt me as much.
Wow. So we're going to bring George back in. I don't know if he's eating. Hey, George.
I'm ready.
Have you been listening backstage, George?
Definitely have.
So what are your thoughts on some of these things as far as the acting and all of this stuff about this series?
Yeah, because you're a main actor. So you was right there when Pop said, nigga, that was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, I was actually the one who brought her in there it's a lot of hard work. Like, people don't know how long we actually took to shoot that. Like, put it like this, man. It took so long. This man was on the couch directing, almost sleep. Like, literally. Like, he was.
Do it again.
Yeah, like, you could actually see the red in everybody's eyes from. It made the scene better, but people don't know that was literally 3 a.m. that was shot from 9 in the morning to 3 at night.
Yeah, it made y'all look lit though. As tired as y'all was, y'all looked like y'all was tired, drunk as hell. Like,
and I swear, it made the scene a whole lot better.
Everybody be like, bro, why you let your actors get high and act? I said, no. We have been on set from 9 a.m. That was about 3:30 a.m. And we would have kept going, but the girl that they threw in there got hurt and busted her eye. So we stopped it at 3:30. We would have kept going. We'd have still been filming.
Yes. Yeah, man. When I say a lot of hard work, like working with Eric, you definitely gonna have to put in that work and be dedicated to it. Like, he don't take no slack, no excuses. So if you working with us, it's either go hard or go home. Get the fuck out of his way. That's his motto. Go hard or get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Like, ain't no in between. Ain't no I'll be there today, but I don't know about tomorrow. Like, well, shit, you might as well not even come no more.
Okay.
Speaking of that, when did you get to the point where you was like, damn, I can't help everybody?
Let me say something about that one.
Go ahead, G.
He still has troubles with that. Like, this man has the biggest heart you could imagine, man. Like, and once you part of the team, like, he'll rock with you. Like, long as you say you dedicated you with it, he's gonna be there for you, regardless if it's for the movie, the acting, real life, like whatever. He's gonna have your back 100%. And once you become part of the team, he's gonna want you to come with him. Like, he's gonna try to bring you with him, to where me and other people had to let him know, like, bro, everybody can't come. And it hurt him. So,
it says a lot. Just from the fact that his name was Weeze, and now he goes by his government name, and it's okay. He's just fine.
Yeah, like, when I say it kind of hindered him a little bit, like, because he wants to bring everybody with him, and holding on to some things block your blessings.
Yeah.
And when he started letting go certain things, that's when more doors started opening up, and he started seeing it. But his heart's still so big to where he's like, nah, bro, like, let me try. Let me give him one more chance. Let me do this real quick, and it hurt him again to where he like, bro, like, once I let go, this is what happens. So I gotta start listening. Everybody can't go.
Yeah. I was telling Skeet in pre-production. I said there's an Eric Washington, at least one in every hood, and the hoods are a lot better because of these people, and they are highly respected. Like I can count on multiple hands. Okay, in this city, he's the guy. This is the guy. You know, and everybody knows him. Everybody respects him. There's no problems. You know, he don't have no issues. He can go, leave 5 years, come back. Everything's the same, like he never left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's commendable. Because I know, like, how did you well, actually what I was finna say to finish my statement, I know, like, you know, with you being putting this stuff together and then you being from the hood, like the people around you, like, damn E, I know I can play that part. Like,
right.
Damn, I know I can play that part.
I'm a shooter in real life. I'm a shooter in real life.
That's the one. That's the one right there, mister.
I know that was about me. I know that was me. You could have let me play my role. Like, nah, nigga, it's just.
I saw your first episode. That nigga ain't never shot nobody, bro.
Everybody who say that, yeah, acting looks easy. Wait till you get in front of that camera. Wait till you get in front of that. It seems easy. One of the hardest things for me is acting like yourself. Go ahead and try to act like yourself. Yeah, it's not that easy. It's
yeah.
I'm glad some people make it look easy and make you feel like you can do it, but trust me, it's not.
So I would say I get a lot of those, but how I counteract that is I tell people my passion up front. I say, hey, listen, I don't play about this. So all that you can't make it because you got stings. All that you can't make it because you got to be with your girl. All that, boy, you have to be a rehearsal consistently. This ain't no place. You can't just pull up and do this. You got to come to rehearsals and tie in. Right. So I give everybody like, bro, what's up? Put me on. I give them a chance. I give them the date. I give them a role. They don't pull up. I 86 them. Let them burn their own bridge. It's that easy.
All right, so you got. I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit. You gotta tell me, did Trail survive? He's the first main character to die, allegedly. Or you can't give it away just yet, or you gonna give us an exclusive because it looked like the nigga dead. And I didn't. It was kind of a shocker. It was a twist, and it was a cliffhanger. So I want to know when the next episode coming out, and am I gonna see Trail again, or I don't know.
So let me ask you this: when is this dropping?
Huh?
Like this podcast interview, when you gonna drop this?
Tomorrow.
It's live right now.
Yeah, it's
live right now.
We live.
Okay, so I can't tell y'all that.
Yeah, y'all.
Okay.
Watch episode 3, you get all your answers. Episode 3 tell you everything.
I don't know. I want to see Trail again. I'm sorry.
But just know, if he does die, if he is dead, that won't be the last time you see him. He'll still be maybe in ghost form, but he'll still in the episode somewhere.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So how did you vet these cast members for these roles? Like Twist, he played your pops. Like, and he had almost like that old dog, like, nigga type situation going on. You feel what I'm saying? But he was the head of the whole organization too. So it was like just how, like, you know, what was Nate's character name? Lamar. He's like, yeah, you man, why you shoot her? He said, nigga, everybody know you was finna do all that motherfucking talking to get tell me to bust her shit. He said, nigga, we was gonna beat her ass and then send her ass home to my sister. Nigga,
Lamar was a wild boy.
For sure.
So it's like, how did you? I know you said you've been with Nate from the jump and y'all clicked, but how did you put the rest of the pieces to the puzzle together?
Just my auditions. Most of the people who were in there were already with me for stage plays. So like George was already, like, most of the people was already with me for stage plays or other productions. So we just transitioned them over to film. And other people that came out of nowhere were just people who came to audition and they were good enough to go. So we just put them in position.
Wow.
It was easy.
Hey, I just want to say that's one of my first productions. So just know season 2, you'll see me a little bit more. because that first one was just my introduction to the stuff. So
Yeah.
I got better.
You coming out your shell, basically. Yeah. Okay. All right. I love that shit, bro. Cause like you play a major part too. Like you're the intro, nigga. Like you're the nigga running down the street. Like,
hey,
like that's you. Like, so I knew just from seeing that intro, I was like, all right, immediately before I even seen episode 1, I'm like, all right, so let's fit. And it's so confusing because in my mind, I'm like, all right, let's figure out who dude is.
Yeah.
And then when it play, it's like, oh, dude worked for such and such.
Yep.
Wait a minute, hold on, wait, who's the main nigga? Like, it's just, bro, the way you
had to watch it,
it's the way this man mind work.
Yeah, I was about to say the way you are marketing this and the way that you are editing these clips to be able to promote this to the world, it's like suspenseful, bro. Like it had you, and then when you tune in, it's like, wait a minute, I thought this was gonna be the main nigga because he was the one in the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if we get in there, I'm introduced to 5 other main people.
Yep.
And bro barely talked half the time. Like, I thought he was gonna be the one like doing all the snagging and dragging.
Yeah.
It's all just about, like, for me, it's about opportunity. And I don't like waiting. Like, I don't like doing this a lot. All this talking about what we gonna do, that'd be dead to me. So for me, I'm like, let's get it done now. So the trailer was shot before we even started shooting the series. I'm like, let's shoot the trailer real quick so we can at least get something out and let them know it's coming. And it's just like that work ethic of wanting to continuously do something. So the trailer came out first. Then when the characters was cast, he wasn't the main character, but he got some action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just bring it up.
So it seems like you put out some visuals and you found great success in just visuals, which energized this whole lane for you. And am I getting this correct? Where the music is cross-branded into the films? Is that your music?
Yep. The intro is my song called I Am Haughville.
Yeah, so you're energizing both platforms and pulling them both up like at the same time. It's genius. Actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
I always saw it as like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, why would I not talk about what I do over here when I have a platform over here to discuss it? So it's always worked for me because some people know me as A.S. Weeds, some know me as Eric Washington. So you'll have people having conversations like, you go to Eric Washington's face like, they're like, who's that? The one that did Maggie. Oh, A.S. Weeds? Yeah. Ah, why you call him Eric Washington? That's his name. It's like, dang, I never knew.
I didn't even know, right?
or you have people like, hey, Mr. 401k9 dropped that Welcome to Haughville series. You talking about Eric? Who is that? Mr. 401k9. Oh, yeah, that's I didn't even know. I don't follow his Facebook. So it's like each one, like you said, just pulls the other up.
Right. Wow. Good stuff. All right, Ski, how many you got left?
I got a few, but if you want to run through some of the ones you got right here, and then we can run the. Or actually,
I got a hip hop background, so let me do my hip hop thing real quick.
Run through it. We tapping in the weeds now.
Yeah, so I'm talking to Weeds.
Okay.
So Mr. Washington got to go sit down. So as a rapper, who would you say is next up in the Midwest, specifically Indianapolis? Because I haven't heard a lot of heat coming from Indianapolis personally. And you hear the Mike Epps. I don't know who else, but like as far as the rappers, who have I missed in the past and who up next?
Me. But you also like it's so much talent. It depends on what you into. Because if you want something that's like vibe where you hear some lyrics, it's gonna be Skip and Maxie, hands down. If you want something ratchet, it's gonna be Kitty Red or Paris. If you want something gangster, it's gonna be Debo, Lil E. It just depends on like what you got a taste for. You feel me? Like there's so many talented people. Drew Hunt is a lyricist. You got the whole Rich gang, like Richer Entertainment. You know what I mean? Illy, Pat, you got so many artists that are like crazy with it. It depends on what you want. And it's heat out there. It just depends on what you tune into and like what you respect. I respect lyricism. So my top 5 wouldn't even be a top 5 that people even respect. I respect people that, you know what I mean?
Facts. Gotcha. So coming up, when you decided to rap, what was the I want to do this moment as it pertains to your writing, producing, directing, rapping, everything? Like, was there a moment where you was like, you know what, I think I can do this? Where you stepped out on faith after that?
Eminem. When Eminem hit the scene, because at first I was just a fan of the music. I would write down the lyrics to Twister so I can remember his lines and say it when the song came on. So I would write down I'll never write raps it out. And then Eminem dropped, and I'm like, and
so you wrote down Po Pimp like I did. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. All that. So then when Eminem dropped, and he dropped that Till I Collapse, one of the most craziest lyrically inclined songs out there. And when he dropped it, I said, I want to do that for sure.
Yes.
So I started writing, and then I ran into people like, it was which route I want to take, like who I want to be type of situation. Like, I want to be Twisted, I want to be Eminem, I want to be Jay, I want to be Nas. And then I started listening to people like Talib Kweli, Mos Def, Common. And I'm like, yeah, I want to talk like that. I want to talk nasty like that. But then as I started actually trying to do it, and I dropped that first, it was like, ain't no room for that. You got to talk about what you know. And my niggas was mad. Like, nigga, you are from the hood. Talk that shit. I'm like, bro, I can't. That's open case. They like, so what? Talking. I'm like, all right. So I gave a little bit more, and a little bit. Like, I'm gonna get to it. So it's like I'm gonna give them what they want, but lyrically, I want to talk like Common, Talib, Mos Def. You know what I mean? Like people that actually put it together. You know what I mean? Sky Zoo.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Louis the 13th. Like them niggas that really. Every bar is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't be no space for that out here.
And then lastly, if you just snap your fingers and you Thanos and you can make millions of dollars being a rapper or millions of dollars being a director and, you know, putting out films and all of that, which one would you pick?
Director. Niggas is dying rapping. Their rapping is dead.
That's
niggas ain't making no money. They dying. They getting 360 deals, even worse deals than that. They here and gone. You can't even make a long song. You got to be 2 minutes or less now because attention span is gone. And then you got to compete with a girl that made a song called My Coochie Pink, My Booty Hole Brown.
Wow.
You just spent a whole 6 hours doing this and making sure the beat hit right, and you ride that and you killing it, and the song is so unique and the video is crazy, and you put $500,000 behind the Michael Jackson video, and you gotta drop it on the same day as My Coochie Pink, My Booty Hole Brown, and you lose. What? I lost to that. I wouldn't dare take rap serious, bro. That's why I'm making my last little album and getting the. I wouldn't dare take rap serious. Not in this. Now back in the day, when it's 50 Cent, Nas, Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak, Freeway, Jadakiss, Styles P, all the Dipset, 504 Boy. When it's that, I want to be in the rap game right now today. Put me in that, because then even Slick Rick was still eating. LL Cool J was still eating. Like in that era, if I was Thanos, I'm that. But in this era,
the only people that gives me that feeling right now is Griselda. Griselda gives me that feeling right now.
Nice. She's nice.
They the only people that give me that feeling right now.
Nice.
They crazy.
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you ain't hip to them, please catch up. They are
Buffalo
incredible.
Boys. You gotta get that Griselda in you, boy. You gotta get that Benny the Butcher, boy. Because that shit,
Benny the Butcher,
man. Definitely.
If Benny was here then, his name would be way bigger, bro. If he was here when there was talent that was respected over gimmicks and TikTok, his name would be way bigger, bro. He's talking. That boy talks. You hear him? I'm like, man, that nigga. Yeah, he talks, bro.
Yeah, I haven't had that feeling since 50 Cent came out.
Ooh,
Think about
I honestly haven't, bro. I can't name what, like even with J. Cole being where he is, I still don't even get that from J. Cole.
But it's different. Even with Kendrick, Cole, Drake, it's all I ain't had that feeling that 50 Cent gave you since then. You know what I'm saying? That Griselda's doing right now. Like that real gritty. Like how you felt when you first heard Jeezy? What?
What?
You understand what I'm saying?
Station 101. That feeling, boy, ain't no feeling to match that.
That's what I'm talking about. If you can put that shit in a bottle, yes.
You know when you heard that, chill.
What?
Everything after that was over.
And then after you got done playing Jeezy, you had to go straight to T.I.
Had to.
What?
Oh, you hate us. Keep me happy. And I feel ya.
It was different. And then right after that, you got to put on that mini man. Wish that's on me.
Yeah.
Blood in my eyes. What, bro?
Yeah.
It was different, bro. Even Nelly had Nelly, bro. The nigga, what, right? It was different, bro. It was different.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm out of my hip hop bag. Sorry. Go ahead, Skeet.
I bet. Hey, we got one last clip to play, man. I just want to we're gonna play this, and then I'm gonna ask you about how you getting in your bag on this. So run this one last clip.
Bitch to you, nigga? Huh? I like a bitch to you, nigga?
Hey. So
how many times y'all did that scene?
It didn't take a lot.
Really, not that many.
I mean, yeah, it don't take a lot. I mean, you get hit once, it's like, all right, we got it, right?
We got it, right?
Yeah, and what's crazy is I didn't even hit Buddy in that either. It looked like that, but that he just did great. He just did great at his reaction to it, and I'm big on. It's my job to make this motion. It's your job to not get hit, and he did a job. I tell him all the time, listen, even when it comes to G doing the scene, and somebody got to smack him or something, I'm like, listen, he a big dude. It's your job to make this look real. Hit that man. If he don't like it, he'll tell you. And that's how it works. I'm like, bro, I'm coming like I'm really about to pistol whip you. You got to duck. If you don't duck, you're going to really get slapped with this thing. I'm not settling for no bloopers where it looked like I'm coming down and I'm like, nah, we going. So be ready.
So the future of all this, like me and my wife was watching. Well, she specifically said, "You got to see this. You got to see this." I said, "I got to see what? You got to see this AI thing." And you see AI all over the place now. You know, from different apps on your phone and stuff like that. And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "You got to watch it." And I guess Tyler Perry put out this show, and basically the AI is creating the background. So imagine that scene right now with you and him. And it's you by yourself, and everybody around y'all is AI.
Mm-hmm.
Are we really ready for that though? Like for them to be in the background with guns and them niggas that's not even there?
It's scary, bro. Because then what it does is create a smaller lane for us to even make it.
Right.
Me as a director, okay, I'm great because those tools help me. But as an actor, can you imagine? I'm telling you, hey, I want you to do this movie. You like, bet I need 1.5 million. Nigga, I just pay for AI. I'm cool.
Right.
Yeah. So I can't even act no more. Like you don't even care about paying me because you can that's crazy.
Welcome to Amazon, nigga.
So if it was 10 people in that scene, you now don't have to pay 8 of them. Imagine that.
That means actors you're getting paid $50 and a gift card.
Yeah, they're gonna get you a +1 on the red carpet. Like you can get in free, bring in one person with you, nigga, and that's it. Like, all right, so my era. How old are you? We
36.
Okay, so I'm 35. I'm right up under you. So my era was I did the 21 and under parties.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody used to call me Young Ski. I used to have the parties all up at Fisher's, nigga. Sports of all sorts.
Yeah, sports of all sorts of slapping.
That was me.
Yeah, okay then. Okay.
So like back then, like it was slap, but like now, nigga, it's some totally like it's a whole different demographic. So like the play and how it used to be back in the day versus today, man. Yeah, that AI situation and all that, like it's a different play. Like you ain't gotta pay, or you really don't. If you don't have people that's down with the vision, like you could just make people for the vision. Like
right,
that's just
crazy.
scary.
Like no extras, no nothing. Like literally, that scene was supposed to be Atlanta. It didn't look shit like Atlanta. It was pretty shitty. But it was like niggas all over the place, twerking and shit, dancing, smoking blunts. I was like, this is crazy. And it looked super real.
Those budgets better go from here to here. They don't make that much money. Because you got to pay every extra, wardrobe, refreshments. You got to pay all of that for all these people. Now you can't do nothing. I just need the main actor.
Yeah,
two people.
It's ugly.
The only motherfuckers winning now is the graphic designers. He said he need to have dreads with a mole right here. I won't even have face tats. Throw a couple on his hands too. We're gonna make him a vato. Like,
but now actors have to get in their bag. If you want that check, you have to get in that bag. They only gonna need the Supreme. If you ain't Supreme, ain't no point in you when you're coming out.
Yep.
How important is it to create a legacy?
Extremely important. I'm like I said, I'm getting older, so mortality always kicks to me. And for me, I don't ever want my name to die. And not from a selfish standpoint of wanting to just always live on for eternity, nothing like that. Like I'm fine if I die tomorrow because God's blessed me with more than I could ever, that I deserved actually. So, but I just want like generational wealth to precede me. You know what I mean? Like as I go, I want to leave a statement and a name and something tangible for not the world. I don't care about the world, but for my family to say, he did this. And because of this, we live like this. Mm-hmm. So never forget where this came. Oh yeah, your great grandfather Eric, he was the one that actually got the whole family to do like the Waynes. Do you not know they family set for life, bro?
Triple life.
Yep.
I'm talking about
life.
The youngest of the youngest is acting. They kids, small kids are now acting now, and it's because they paved the way. People sleep on them a lot, bro. Like when it comes to the game, that's one of the most successful families in the industry.
Yes.
Almost everybody who's in their family tree, even the sister, has had a role in the movie, sitcom, series, something. And a successful role. Not like trash, like, they suck. Like, they're funny and they're good. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's what I aspire to do. I aspire to create a lane to where my family can't be denied what's rightfully theirs because it was their birthright. Like, I rightfully have a designation within this lane because of my great-great-grandfather. He made it easier for me to get here because I'm who I am. Like LeBron's son. They put the work in. The work is required. But it's going to be an easier path to that league because of LeBron James.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the Tubies, the Zeuses, the All Blacks, the Now That TVs of the world? How can we get more content like yours on those platforms?
All Black Network actually flew me out. They flew me out.
Really?
Yeah. They flew me out to Cali and was discussing actually taking Welcome to Haughville and signing me as a writer, but the numbers didn't make sense, so I turned down $250,000.
Wow.
Yeah. I turned down $250,000.
Well, I mean, you had 400,000. You were still working.
Hey, you almost got half a ticket. A quarter ain't gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? When you got half a ticket, a quarter, it's not gonna cut it. I need the whole ticket.
But listen, what's crazy is I spent so much money on these productions, I wasn't even there. But my mindset at the time was, if you're willing to offer me this based off of word of mouth and just hearing me and talking to me as the product, then how much are other people willing to pay me? And how much can I actually make off of it myself?
Hello.
So I'll sacrifice 5 more years to find the formula versus selling out a product.
Yeah.
But hold on. But Who taught you that though, Eric? You in your 30s, bro. Who gave you this game that you don't just take the first thing smoking?
The streets.
Wow.
All money ain't
being
good
honest,
money.
like it all comes back down to just knowing like the standard. Like when you first jumped off the porch, I jumped off the porch when it was popcorn 40. So this is before Kush, all that. It's popcorn 40. Popcorn 40, bro, back in my time was the Kush. That was like if you had popcorn, because everything else was that the real thin,
compressed
weed.
The paper weed.
Yeah. So when you had popcorn 40, it was like you got 40 in this popcorn, nigga. Let me get some. So when I'm setting my prices, it's like this person over here is paying me $120 an ounce, but this person said, "Oh, that's popcorn 40. I'll give you 160." Well, I'm no longer selling this for 120 then. So if you're willing to give me 160, how much can I make if I bust it all the way down? How much can I make off of that? So in my mind, it just always comes down to what you can do. Like you can make a pound, you can make this much money. But if you break it down into dimes and nicks, you can make this much money.
Okay, I'm gonna timestamp these last 4 minutes and translate all of that for my wife later. She has no clue what you're talking about. They're eating popcorn.
It's basically saying, basically the gist of it is,
I get it.
You can make a bunch of money by being lazy.
There you go.
You can make way more money by doing the footwork. So I take the lazy route and say, hey, you'll pay me this for this what I did? Cool, here, give me that real fast, and I'll take the little small. Or I could do the footwork and get what you see in it, the true potential of the product, which is breaking it all the way down until I get to where I'm supposed to be at. Now, my wholesale is way higher.
And then the whole Tubi wave, like, I don't think the black community doesn't understand when shit gets there. We like, oh yeah, that's the thing, but we never know how shit gets there. And then we be like, all right, you know, all the movies on Tubi are just black movies and yada yada yada. But they don't be knowing like what kind of money is behind this stuff or nothing. This shit is crazy. Like how much money is on TikTok right now is unbelievable. Floating around. So, you know, what are your thoughts on where Tubi and all of the, you got Freevee, Amazon, all of these streaming companies going under and up and down and left and right. Like the state of cable and content is in a totally another place. So I totally understand why you may be waiting out for certain types of deals, because right now is like perfect timing to just chill, hold back, get your content out, and then put it back out and then capitalize on it. I get it.
Facts.
I'm digging that. That's definitely true, man. I actually look forward to you coming down here with your play. Don't you got one coming down here sometime like this summer?
Yep, it'll be either middle June, early July is what we pushing for, and that's called Till Toxic. That one is hilarious, bro. That one is hilarious, and it's so real, bro. Like it's so real, it's crazy.
So we had to you had to get with us, man. Maybe give us a couple tickets so we can give it away to the viewers or something, man. I'm gonna try to get y'all some tickets, OC gang. Maybe a couple lucky people. Maybe get to come out and meet Eric Washington, man, and get to go see the play. And you know what I'm saying? We'll come cover it if you want us to. We can come down to the play and go live, man, and keep it going, man. I got a lot of people in the chat, a lot of people texting my phone right now. I'll show you some, but they're like, hey, you got to bring it back on there. We got over 50 comments and shit on Facebook and shit like that, man. So they going a little crazy. They like, hey man, you gotta bring E back.
Yes, sir.
But what we're gonna do is 17 weeks from between now and when potentially the stage play will be. I'm gonna give y'all 2 tickets for every week. So if it's 17 weeks, 34. Ooh. 34 tickets. So every week you can give away 2 tickets to whoever tunes into the show. Whoever, you know what I mean, however you want to do it, that's completely up to y'all to do how you want to do it. And I'm going to give y'all the first and only official backstage press pass for the show.
What? Look at God.
I heard it here first, right off the press. Hurry up, let the ink dry, blow that shit off real quick so you can.
There it is. Love it.
So before we get out of here, man, I gotta go back. I gotta go back down deep real quick. Just to close it out. As a man today, right?
Yeah.
If you had the chance to go back and speak to the 13-year-old you, knowing all that you've went through thus far, what would you tell him?
Leave women alone. I would tell him focus. Women will come and go. Friends will come and go. They will always be there. But one thing that you can never get back is time. Focus. Focus and go where you're supposed to go. Get there faster. Go as hard as you can. And when you get there, the woman that's for you is going to be right there for you.
Wow.
Let's get some hand claps on that. Hey, man. I definitely appreciate you and your brother George, man. I thank y'all for coming out, man. We love what y'all doing, bro. You got our full support, man. I got a lot of people in the chat and people texting me saying, hey, he need to come back in about 3 or 4 weeks so we can cover some more episodes. So obviously the clips that got their attention and people about to tune in because they loving what you're putting out, man. We loving it, man. It was something that like I said before in the beginning, man, it was something that once I seen it and we've run the same streets, probably ducked in the same alleys. And it was just like, you know, once I seen what it was and I seen who it was, and I'm like, dang, that's bro. I've never met him. Like, we're from the same place and we know how big the hood is. So it's like, it's people in that hood that you'll probably never ever see. And you're outside every day. Like, so the fact that this, you know, this platform that was created is what brought us together on a whole nother level, and we in two opposite sides of the country right now. Is amazing, man. It speaks beyond words. I'm truly appreciative that you actually took the time to answer my DMs when people tagged me on your status, that you took the time to actually take me serious. And I hope that we, as the OC Gang, as the Open Conversation Podcast channel all together, I hope we over exceeded your expectations of what an interview will be and the support and love that we give around here, man. I greatly appreciate y'all for coming on here, man. And you got anything you want to tell the people, man? You want to?
Yeah, I actually appreciate y'all. This was actually like, and I say this wholeheartedly and genuinely, this was my best interview, man. I can't hold you. It wasn't rushed. Like, y'all trying to make me hurry up and shut up and get out. Like, we got to do 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't rushed. It wasn't, oh, let's hurry and move on. It was like, we actually had real conversations and y'all actually did homework on me. Some people just be like, so what made you do this? What made you do that? Yeah, like, y'all was like, so your nephew passed. Was it? Yeah, I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Like, so this was definitely one of the best interviews that I've ever done. You know what I'm saying? Since I've been doing this, man. And we are locked. When I tell y'all we locked in.
Oh, we had like 50 more questions too. We had like 50 more. I want.
That's why I said we ain't even ran them all because
Hville My Project. I want to talk about beach life for Black people up north because they don't know nothing about that down south because ain't no water down here. So y'all want to move your ass to Atlanta? You ain't sticking your feet in no water. I'm telling you that right now. Go ahead.
Well, let's do this. The last episode drops April 7th. Let's get in after that. We can get the last 50.
Okay.
Answers.
Let's do it.
There we go.
Let's do it. What we do is, man, stay on. We're gonna go ahead and close it out, man. Hey, listen, y'all know what it is. It's Open Conversation Podcast. Hashtag OC Gang in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Let everybody know where we at. Tune in. Go ahead and follow the page. Open Conversations ATL, man. Follow our sponsors, Aivyn's House and Skin. Oh, today is the giveaway day. So I'm finna pick somebody in the chat real quick. Let me exit this full screen so I can see. Let me pick somebody in the chat real quick that we finna give a basket of stuff away to, man.
There you go.
It's gonna be some skincare products, stuff like that. So let's go with Lady Icon.
Hey.
Lady Icon. DM me. Reach out to me. We're going to get you a basket of skincare products from Aivyn's House of Skin, man. Y'all make sure. So this girl said, I'm asking here right now. Hey, listen.
Hell no.
Y'all make sure y'all follow all these pages right here at the bottom. Follow Mr. Teslas. Follow at Ski Too Funny. Make sure y'all follow Atlanta Cast Network. Follow Open Conversations. And that is it, baby.
And make sure y'all follow Mr. Washington. What is his Instagram?
Eric
Is
Washington on Facebook and Mr. 401k09 on Instagram.
Yeah, click on his link tree. You can get all of the information there. Because I know a lot of people want to know how you can see those stage plays and how you can get all of that information. If you go to his IG, all of that information is in his link tree. Follow him now. Hit the like button so you don't miss a thing. Also, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing here on Atlanta Cast Network. This is Open Conversation. That's Skeet. I'm Mister. We'll see y'all next week.
Let's do it.